Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Friday. And thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, so guys, we're going to be concluding our look at some random Origins figures. Today, we'll be looking at He-SKELETOR and Anti-Eternia He-Man, two very unique, very different characters in the Master Universe line, where the bad guy is the good guy and in this universe, and the good guy is the bad guy. So you got two polar opposites of these two amazing figures. Now, yesterday on the channel, we looked at Koldar, which is once like He-SKELETOR, a very unique figure in the Master Universe line, being the first and one in the Origins line, and the first figure of this very unique character, the one-off character from the Filmation cartoon. Very cool. He was a Mattel Creations exclusive. All right, and I do hope we get a Masters version of him, and hopefully a cartoon collection version of him, which is Koldar here. And yesterday we also looked at the Slamurai figure, which was kind of like a mirror image of Ninjor right there, part of the Snakeman line. A very cool, very unique figure himself. All right. But it's all today about He-SKELETOR and Anti-Eternia He-Man. Also, I'm going to show you some figures I picked up. Figures. We'll talk about Glendar, Glendar is going to be the next Mattel Creations exclusive, which we talked about yesterday on the channel. Now, I was looking. I'm sure you already know this. It comes out this Tuesday, but he does not come with that elixir of life. For the but which was included with him in the classics line. That is not going to be included in the which I don't see images of. So that little cup, that liquid, the fountain of youth type of liquid, or keeping him young and immortal, will not be included in the Origins version. At least I don't see any pictures of that when I look at him online. But he's going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive Origins figure. It looks incredible. Now, like I said before in my previous video review yesterday, I have very little knowledge of him. I don't know. I think he's a mini comic book character in the lore of Master of the Universe. Of course, my lore and my knowledge is from Filmation cartoon. The Filmation cartoon, the Prince of Power cartoon, the 2000X line, the movie, and Revelation, Revolution, the CGI line. So, as far as the mini comic books are, I am not very familiar with the comic book world of this incredible universe. So you guys let me know, what you think and feel of Glenn. I think his name is Glendar character. Let me know if he's an absolute must-have. Of course, I'm going to go for one, at least one in the collection. If I can get that one, that's perfect. If I can get two, that's even better. But let me know in the comments about your thoughts and feelings of Glendar. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope you will hit that like button. And thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you upload new videos. And please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at some more Master of the Universe figures. Now, before we get into He-SKELETOR, I just picked up today another Origins figure, which I do have in my collection. And I'm going to open them up again. I picked up another Reptilix figure, right here, a great armory builder. I thought he was pretty cool. And TRG Toys and Collectibles just got him in. And I always leave a link of their website in the description below if anybody's curious. They do a variety of Master Universe figures, cartoon collection, Masterverse figures as well. In fact, he's telling me by next week he's hoping to get at least Wave 15, which is Flying Fist He-Man, the New Eternia Fisto, and New Eternia Evil Lyn, there at the store. So I always leave a link of the description of his website in the description below. Please check it out. He's got a variety of Master Universe figures, Origins, vintage Origins figures, Masterverse figures, you name it. He's got the Talon Fighter, Point Dread. He's got a lot of great figures from the Master of the Universe line. So please check it out. And also next week he's gonna get I think cartoon collection version of Spike-Gore and Clawful very soon. The fan favorite Trapjaw as well, the original Trapjaw, and many more to come. So please check him out. online. That's trgtoys.com. trgtoys.com. All right. And also he does a variety of like superhero, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, Thundercats as well. You name it. Pretty much gets a lot. Mortal Kombat. Very cool. Transformers as well. So anything that piques your interest, go check it out. His website right there, and good prices too. Very good prices. All right. Now on to the review, guys. But I did pick up a Retilix fan right there, and of course a great armor builder. Of course, we're going to be getting that Serpent's Lair very soon. All right. They're going to be, of course, they're going to rebuild it, like we know, and hopefully very soon we'll get some sort of announcement on that Serpent's Lair. Which I do hope we get this version of the Serpent's Lair instead of the one they showed off in San Diego Comic-Con. And which is, I think, be perfect. I love the look of the Serpent's Lair. But also, I got a question. If you had to pick between the Serpent's Lair and the Doom Tower, if your choice of, I would maybe probably get both. But if you had to pick one after another, which one would you pick first? Would you pick the Doom Tower first or the Serpent's Lair? For me, I would love the Doom Tower. Being that the She-Ra's 40th anniversary right now, I think the Doom Tower or is it the Crystal Palace would be another playset. Would be amazing for us Origins collector for the Princess Power line, which I do hope is happening. It's the Princess Power line is now finally coming to the Origins line. Finally, to mark her She-Ra's 40th anniversary in Origins. I think that would be amazing. Don't get me wrong, the Serpent's Lair would be amazing to get as well. But if I had to pick between, or even the Fright Zone, or the Slime Pit, which I've mentioned a few times on this channel, would be also amazing to get. But there you go. I want to show you that I did pick up another Reptilix here to add to my loose collection. All right, as another army builder. Okay. Now on to the actual review, okay? And first off, let's take a look at the old He-Skeletor here, which was a very unique, very cool character. For the first time ever we get this character. I don't think he was ever in Classics or Super 7 line, but a very different take where in this world, in this universe, Randor probably dies, and of course he does not birth, or, Adam's does not become, he's not born. Of course, Keldor becomes He-Man or He-Skeletor, the most powerful Keldor in the multiverse. Very cool, very cool. Almost a type of Faker-esque look of him, but not Faker. The skin tone of this version is much darker toned than Faker's, but very cool. This was a Mattel Christmas exclusive right there. And of course, I could not find the comic book for this version and for Anti-Eternia He-Man. I put the comics, some of the comics I have to dig out. So unfortunately, I did not find the comic, and I do apologize for that. I tried my best, everybody. So my apologies on that. I'm trying to find that comic for you guys. But very cool. I do have them, but it's just buried somewhere, and I gotta track them down. But the figure itself is absolutely amazing. Got that He-Man, getting the most out of your molds, okay? Very cool-esque armor here. Of course, you know what? Let's look at the book. I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself, guys, because I love talking all things Masters of the Universe. Of course, you got the new for 2023 right here. You got the Masters of the Universe logo here. He-Skeletor, of course, being a Mattel Christmas exclusive. You have a nice glamour shot of the figure in the front of the packaging, right there. You got the retro play. You have, of course, the Red Rocks blasting around the Master Universe logo. And there he is. And I do have a loose version of him. We'll get a much closer look at him. All right, so very cool. All right, flip it around the back. And what's another thing I love about the Mattel Christmas exclusive is, of course, this big, beautiful artwork design right here of, Keldor, becoming He-Skeletor, with some sort of alien creature right there in the background, and a very unique touch of like Panther. It looks like, it's got to be Panther in the Battle Cat armor, which is very cool. All right, but beautifully done, absolutely amazing. I mean, of course, like I said, like Koldar, I believe this is the first time ever getting this figure in the Masterverse line as figure form, and I'm kind of curious if we will get a Masterverse version of him, which would be absolutely amazing. Of course, I think these glass or these mirrors are supposed to represent like multiverse, you know, different versions of, you know, of He-Man right there, or different versions of Eternia. All right. Of course, I did bring out my turntable today. Something I should have done yesterday, but I have him right here, old He-SKELETOR. Like I said, very cool. I mean, a very good looking version of him. We got the full purple power sword, the power shield right there, the battle axe right here. I love, you know, all purple, and it fits perfectly. Very cool. All right, go ahead and turn the turntable on here. Also, at the end of the video, too, guys, once I get done with Anti-Eternia He-Man, as you know, if I find anything Masters of the Universe related, which it could be minifigures or cars, you name it, I do my best to buy them right there and then. And I did pick up a few minifigures. I did, you know, as you know, I do collect minifigures as well. I picked a few minifigures in my collection and a new Hot Wheels toy, you know, Skeletor related, which I will show you at the end of the video. All right. But there you go. There's good old He-SKELETOR, like I said. And I do. And the funny thing is, I remember, and I said this yesterday, is that when he was announced, you know, at Mattel Creations, which was really cool, they showed glamour shots of him taking on Anti-Eternia He-Man. You know, what I thought was very cool, seeing that, like I said, two polar opposites of these two amazing figures for the first time. Like I said, the bad guy is the good guy, and the good guy is the bad guy. I thought that was very, you know, very well done from Mattel's part, but very cool character. I'm happy to have him. I do hope you have him in your collection as well. Unfortunately, he is, of course, sold out. But like I said, with Koldar, for any exclusive figures, I really wish that, you know, Mattel will give us another shot, another go around. You know, the fan favorite line is a perfect example of that, of these characters, you know. So I do hope at some point, you know, if you don't have him now, that you'll be able to find him at a good price to add to your amazing collection. But there's old He-SKELETOR, okay? Now the next character we're going to look at is his Anti-Eternia He-Man right here. I'm going to turn off the turntable real fast, right? Okay. So here he is. Here's old Anti-Eternia He-Man. Now I do have some knowledge of this version of He-Man. I don't know a lot. Of course, this is a universe where it's just pure evil, and of course, you know, the polar opposite of, you know, Eternia, it's Anti-Eternia, but very cool packaging, all right, because he came out a year prior to He-SKELETOR. He came out in 2022, the 40th, just right before the 40th anniversary of He-Man that came out. You have Anti-Eternia He-Man, the most evil man in the universe, of course, the red rocks blasting around it, retro play. And there he is. You know, I think this was a German version or comic variant. I think that's the case. I might be wrong. But a very, very cool version of Anti-Eternia He-Man. And there was a classic version of him that came out. Very cool. I love the eyes. I love the red hair, the red eyes, the jet black skin, the red, everything. It fits. It pops. It looks amazing. All right. Very cool. All right, flip around the back for a nice glamour shot of He-Man. And I'm not sure what this statue is in the back. This might be the version of Grayskull that, you know, he's, you know, drawing the power of Anti-Eternia from. Very cool, very dark, very sinister. I mean, a total badass, I would say. Very, very cool. Of course, you know, the power sword, the evil power sword in hand. Everything looks amazing. There's the cross cell. This, of course, was the start of the Sunman line, if you remember, in this particular wave. I think this was wave 8, probably, or wave 7. No, not wave 7. I remember wave 7. Wave 7, this is not wave 7. This is probably wave 8. And there's Clawful there, Skeletor. Of course, you got the Horde Trooper right there in this particular line. A very cool line here, including Anti-Eternia He-Man. Now, right here, I do have a loose version of him. Now, the Battle Cat that I have with him, of course, there was no Anti-Eternia Battle Cat. This Battle Cat was custom made for me by a good friend of mine, all right, Jimmy Kellogg, all right, that painted just a normal Battle Cat for me, because I was really hoping that, you know, with the Anti-Eternia figures, that we get more in just He-Man, getting Anti-Eternia, you know, Teela, Man-at-Arms, you know, a very, very small line. I would love to that the Origins line would have done for us. But they did not. But an amazing battle cat here, and very cool. You can take the head off right there. Oops, put the old face guard off, and you can see beautifully. I'm turning my turntable on here. It looks amazing. The Anti-Eternia looks, He-Man looks incredible. With the, everything. I mean, very cool. Another, like I said, getting the most out of your molds. It's very sinister, very dark, pure evil. I mean, you can see the pure evil in the figure itself. I mean, incredible. But I was hoping to get, an Anti-Eternia line from the Origins line, but you never know. You might still get that. And if they announced a new Anti-Eternia He-Man, I would love to get that from the Masters line. But very cool. Alright, but there you go, guys. There's a look at two incredible, very unique figures in the Origins line, which is He-Skeletor and Anti-Eternia He-Man. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings of these two very cool characters in the Origins line. Alright, now before we end the video, like I said, I did pick up some random figures, minifigures and stuff like that in my collection. Of course, I do collect minifigures as well. But before that, I went to my Barnes & Noble store, just looking around, seeing what they had. Because they do have a small toy section in Barnes & Noble and Funko Pops as well. And I came across this. I came across this Skeletor Dragster Hot Wheels car right there for a couple bucks, like not even $5. It was like $3. But I thought that was pretty cool. This little dragster version of Skeletor right there, which is very unique, which I found at Barnes & Noble. A nice shot of Skeletor right there. Okay. Put him right here. Now, of course, I did pick up a few minifigures once again. Now, if you remember, I picked up Revelation minifigures. But even the CGI line also has minifigures as well. And, of course, I got the mini He-Man right there from the CGI line, right there. And speaking of which, of this He-Man, I should be getting that He-Man Stridor figure very soon from the CGI line. This, one of my last things I need to be fully complete, 100% complete. Right now, I'm about 98% complete in that line. And that figure I was looking for, and I found it on Amazon. It's been shipped, and hopefully very soon on the channel, we'll be doing a review on that He-Man Stridor figure from the CGI line. But there you go. A little back to this guy here. This little guy right here. This is a minifigure of He-Man right there. Also, you couldn't have He-Man without Skeletor. And I found these figures at Big Bad Toy Store, if you are interested. Right here. Alright, very cool from the CGI line. Alright. Next, I found another He-Man variant, which is his battle armored version right there of He-Man from the CGI line. Alright, of course, back of it, I'll show you the little crossover of the other figures. Some of these figures I still don't have, and I'm looking for, but I did find this battle armored version of He-Man from the CGI show. Alright. Put them right over here. And finally, guys, I found the CGI mini version of Sorceress right there. And there she is. Alright. But very cool. Alright. But there you go, guys. There's a look at some random figures, Origins figures, upcoming figures I'm looking forward to. Alright. Got it right here. Alright, guys. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And, of course, I'm still on the hunt for that He-Man Vecna Stranger Things 2-pack, that Target exclusive, along with that Rocksteady Bebop 2-pack, or the Turtles of Grayskull deluxe figure, another Target exclusive. I do have some figures coming to the channel very soon. Now, tomorrow, if I do not find anything Master of the Universe related, I have decided, I've been going back and forth in my mind and my heart about the Thundercats line, and I've decided to be just a loose collector of the Thundercats line. So if nothing shows up tomorrow as far as Master Universe figures, the Princess Power line, Masterverse line, you name it, I'm going to unbox Lion-O on the channel tomorrow. I'm with my inbox, with my Double Up Club being purely Master Universe Origins, Masterverse, the Turtles of Grayskull, the Cartoon Collection, the upcoming, Thundercats line from He-Man, She-Ra, Prince, I've got enough of the Double Up Club, and so I've decided to be a loose collector of the Thundercats line. So if nothing shows up tomorrow as far as Master Universe related, I'm going to be unboxing Lion-O. So I do hope you will join me for that. Of course, I'll compare him to my He-Man figure, or one of my He-Man figures, in the line. So I hope you will join me for that. All right. So I hope you guys have a great Friday and have a great weekend too. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.